Ladies and gentlemen.
All right, man, this is a No Chill Button podcast. I'm your boy, Ricci Hector. I got Impression Prince with me and Tika Jones, and we got special guest Marshall Brandon in the house.
Hey, what's happening?
Comedy
y'all?
legend.
In the building. What's going down?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We in here. No Chill Button.
Podcast.
Talking shit and picking brains. That's what we doing.
Yeah.
What's good? What's good, Marshall, man? How you doing,
I'm
man?
great, man.
Man,
To be honest
shoot.
with you, bruh, life is grand right now.
Hey, man, yo, I was kind of jealous. I seen you was hanging out with Dave Chappelle, yo.
Yeah,
You was on the ranch?
Yeah, talk about that,
I
son.
spent like almost 3 months out there. I was out there in Yellow Springs, Ohio. It was just crazy, man. Being out there, being around all of like, it was like going to Jedi school or some shit. Like being on like. It just being around all the greats, you know what I mean? Because they all was out there. So.
You was there before Tiffany cut her hair.
No, I was there. I came there right after. I came
Right
there
after?
after, but yeah, she came back because she had left. Then she came back. Then she came back twice while I was there. So.
Oh,
Now,
But yeah.
I know you've done some things, but that's got to be like up there, right?
That
Gotta
yo,
be up there.
honestly, like I done did a lot of shit, but
I seen y'all on the water and shit.
yeah, up
He was,
there.
he was out here doing mad white people shit. I was like,
Yeah.
Marshall don't know how to swim.
Yeah, I don't need it. I don't.
He whitewater rafting and
that's-
shit.
That's not gonna stop me.
No joke.
Like where that life jacket at? Give me some floaties, life jacket or something. You know what I mean? But
Oh,
yeah, that was like the ultimate. I ain't even gonna lie. I look because I went back over all my moments, and that one trumped them all. Being up there because it was like learning the chamber. I went to 40 shows out there. You know what I'm saying? So to
That's
get to
lit.
watch
And you said over what, 2 months? 2-3 months?
2.5 months, like 80 days I spent out there.
So that moment was better than because you've been on Comic View, right? With your
Yeah, I
first
did
TV
3
debut.
times. Three
So
times.
How'd that make you? Was it the same feeling?
The first TV joint was a pure rush, and the reason why I would say that this was different is because it was every day for that long. You know what I'm saying? It was like every day, no days off. You just kicking it, soaking up greatness. You know what I'm saying? You always around Dave, Donnell, and Mo, Michelle. They was all there. And so you're around them all the time. Talib, Kweli, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
greats. You know what I mean?
goats.
So like I went out there on some comedy. I ain't know Talib was gonna be out there the whole time I was out there. So
That's lit.
so to be able to get around him, you know what I mean, and just soak up some of his, and who dude is like all them cats. It's like I felt like I was at like Professor X school though. I swear to God. I swear to God, it felt like it felt like
You woke up, you were like, who gonna be here next?
yeah, I was
Obama?
like the X-Men Academy. That's what it was like.
Oh, snap. Marshall, how long
That's
you been
dope,
doing
man.
comedy for?
23 years.
23 years.
Yeah.
I remember my first show. Marshall was there. I've been doing comedy for 7 years.
Yeah.
First show, Marshall was there. My whole family was there and whatnot.
How long ago was that? Huh? How long ago was that?
That was back in like 2014, like at Black Pearl.
Yeah.
Black Pearl. We was at Black. That was my first show ever. Black
Damn.
Pearl,
Oh.
2014.
See, and that was like right around the time I thought about doing comedy because I did an open mic for Daryl Moss.
Daryl Moss. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
the
I
poetry
did. I did. Yeah. So I did some comedy down there. Did my impressions.
Yo, shout
Then
out
I
Daryl
stopped.
Moss, man. You
Oh,
know
yeah,
they
man.
you know they fired him.
From where?
He worked
city.
for the city. He worked for the mayor.
Why he get fired?
He got fired because I guess he told like
Black Lives Matter.
he told he was a part of the Black Lives Matter movement. He was like promoting like black people, get your rifles, defend yourselves. You know what I mean? And they took that the wrong way.
Yeah.
And then they just like, yo, you over here promoting terrorism in our country, and then they fired. I'm like, dog, he wasn't even promoting that.
Yeah.
So
Verbiage is important these days. You know what I'm saying? How you put something is important. Not to say he should have got fired. I think he do poetry. I don't think poets be violent like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like you ain't gonna. You know what I mean? He ain't one of them. He ain't a slam poet. He
right.
He a love poet. You know what I mean? Right.
Strap up, boom, pow,
Right.
pow,
there
pow,
like this.
pow. As the bodies drop,
Snap.
rainfall.
Yeah, he peaceful in his poems. So I don't think that they should. I mean, but you gotta be careful right now in the whole cancel culture shit. You know,
Yo,
what I mean?
it's crazy because he posted that on Facebook and only got like 7 likes, and I was like, all right, you getting fired over 7 likes now?
Right.
But see, words are powerful. Words
like,
are powerful.
damn.
That's what we were talking about with the whole Fresh Prince, the reunion, because with what they basically said Will Smith destroyed this girl's career. Janet Hubert.
Oh, Dark Viv?
The OG
original
Viv.
Yeah, dark skin Viv.
Yo, she was bad.
Yo, she's still
bad.
She's still dope.
She's dope. Yo, when that whole dance shit that she did when she came out like this.
But nah, that reunion was dope too.
That
That
whole
reunion
shit
was dope.
I ain't watch it.
What was it about the words? What they say about the words though?
So basically, it was like Will put it out there that she was difficult. You know what I'm saying? And he went on radio shows, and at the time, you know what I'm saying, he's 21. You know, he's not really thinking about it. He said that he's like, oh, she wanted to be the Aunt Viv of Bel-Air because she came from Broadway. She had all these accolades and all these accomplishments and shit like that. But it was just like, no, Will's like, this is my show. You know what I'm saying? This is my shit, and you can't have it. And they offered her a fucked up deal. You know what I'm saying? So she didn't want to take that deal. So them replacing her, they said that she got fired, and that was just.
And then with him putting it out there that she's difficult to work with, it's like you're saying a black woman's difficult to work with. They're like, oh yeah, so nobody was hiring her. Nobody,
especially at the time.
It's like what
that's blackball language.
Yeah,
it's
basically.
like what they did to Nikki Parker. How they say Nikki
Monique.
Not Nikki Monique. You know what? I've been watching the Parkers on Netflix. Okay,
Nikki Parker.
I was like Nikki Parker, Professor Ogilvy. I'm like I'm into that, but
taking roles too serious.
Yeah, but Will Smith apologized, and she was basically saying like she really needed that, you know, because they had said some harsh things to each other back and forth.
But
and when he apologized, it healed them, you know, and it healed both of them. And he said that he feels like he needs to be the one to protect her. So like it was good for the culture. It really was.
Yeah, that was definitely necessary.
Did he cry? Did he cry?
Yeah, they both did. I think
he tried not to.
Yeah,
like, he tried not to.
I seen a commercial.
He wasn't trying to be a meme. He wasn't trying to be a meme again.
But listen, ain't nothing gonna beat that face that he made when he was killing the dog in I Am Legend.
I don't know. That August face was kind of.
that was equivalent. They looked the same.
That red talk face was cool.
They looked the same to me.
Because it looked like that face looked like you can only get it after some tears. Because it was like I cried face, but I'm not gonna cry now. Like it was like a mad, like it was like that explain yourself face.
Yeah.
He was like, so what was it? I was like, what? You don't ask?
That's it. It always circles back to that. Talking about Will Smith, it always circles back to that.
Y'all talking about that. I wasn't even watching that. I was watching.
But they're both serious issues. You know what I'm saying? I mean, both on the level of like, you know what I mean? Cause, and he ain't, I was just curious because he cried. Like I did see him wipe a tear when he was talking to Aunt Viv.
Yeah, because the thing is, he didn't know her side of the story. Mm-hmm. See, he was acting up and doing all this stuff like on set, but she was really going through it behind cameras and shit like that.
She was saying she was in an abusive relationship.
Yeah, she was going through a lot, and nobody knew that. So her coming to work, she'd stop talking to people because she didn't know who to trust. You know what I'm saying? Right. So he just took that the wrong way. Like, oh, no, she don't fuck with us. She bougie, blah blah blah. So
you can't bring.
It's two different sides that went over for 30 years, and that
I wish I would have watched
that.
Damn, I want to watch it now too. I'm like,
yo, listen,
HBO Max.
HBO Max, man. Listen, 7-day trial. I got 3 more days.
I feel crazy. You know,
I'll find it somewhere on the Fire Stick.
Right.
You just gotta look.
We got
through the Fire Stick. You'll find everything.
Nope, $35. I got that Roku. I can't live like that.
What you mean? Roku?
Yeah.
It comes with HBO.
No,
I mean
you can get the app. Like you can.
I got 800 channels with $24 on my Fire Stick. Everything.
He watch stuff that he don't even need to watch.
I'll be watching stuff. I can't even speak the language.
That's
no subtitles,
that's cheaper.
no nothing. I'm learning French right now, watching French movies.
I'm about to get me a Fire Stick.
But no, I know it's a service you could get for like $24. You know what I'm saying? 800 channels, pay-per-view, all that.
I need that.
Yeah, I mean,
I be paying way too much.
Yeah. I know. I got
Hulu, Netflix, Disney Plus. I got all that shit.
I got cable for no. I only got cable, so when girls come over my house, I be like, "Yo, I got cable. If you want to watch, I got Oprah's channel. If you want to watch Tyler Perry, Oprah, I got all that."
What are you trying to say? Why would you assume that's what they want to watch?
I'm just saying, not everybody got cable. And no, everybody got cable. Like I come out, I got cable, Wi-Fi.
So you assume that they want to watch Oprah's channel? That's what you.
I'm just saying that, like, you know how much Oprah channel costs to add onto your cable?
Oh, so you trying to look fancy?
I was trying to look like I got money because you nigga got cable. Girl, this nigga got cable. I don't got basic cable.
They like he own shit.
Right, he got shit together.
He don't just own shit. He own.
So you go to nigga house. He say I got all the channels on cable. You be like, you got all the channels?
That's not impressive.
And
Nobody cares about that.
And it's my third year with cable, so I'm not even paying
for cable though. That's extra money that you're losing to impress these retarded girls. Like, what do you
to impress these retarded girls?
Not retarded.
I mean, if they messing with you, I'm just saying.
Wow. Now,
Damn.
most of your friends messed with me. So how that make you
Damn.
feel?
What's my
Most of your friends messed with me.
Go ahead.
Are you subbing Katie again?
I'm not subbing.
Like,
Oh,
name
damn.
drop.
You just
Boom.
straight
Don't
putting
bring
it
up-
out
we
there.
gotta have Katie on here to find out if there really was an entanglement.
It's not Katie. It's not Katie.
We
Katie
gotta
is
bring
my
Katie
friend.
on here to see if there really was an
You know-
entanglement.
you know what I
now he
hate?
throwing subs and trying to play my friends. Like that's why
Like,
they
he
love
fucked
that
all of them,
cable.
too.
Right? What
Your
you
friend-
mean?
yo, that's the
we
first
be
thing that-
budgeting.
I'm just saying.
Right.
I'm just saying.
You gonna let us know about this entanglement?
What do you
Fuck is Katie.
All right. Let's talk about who Katie is.
Who Katie?
Katie said she want to be on the show.
All right, and Katie will
wanna
be on the show eventually. Okay? Eventually,
Now I
Katie
don't
will.
feel special for being here. We just gonna have chicks, Ricky.
Now she
Ricky
just wrote a no. I didn't
Got a
she just wrote
special
a book.
guest of mine.
She wrote
You
a
just
book.
bringing your hoes
She
up.
wrote a
Okay.
book. She wrote a
Was
book.
it about you?
No,
Yeah.
it wasn't about.
There's some
It was-
poems about
Nah, she
Ricci
had-
in there.
No, she had wrote a book. She was like, guys, when this book gets published and everything happened, don't come out with anything out the woodworks. Keep it how you kept it. And I was like, all right, I don't care. I wrote under the status. I was like, yo, I'm gonna talk about our entanglement.
Damn.
And now everybody want to know.
Yeah, chick
There wa-
did write a book.
There was
about
no,
me one
yeah,
time.
nah, there was no
know that.
She wrote a
entanglement.
book
Katie
about
is my
you?
friend. I'm
What'd
talking
you
about
do to her?
No, we was together.
That was
and
your
she
chance to clear
she
your
was,
name,
I
by
was
the
her
way.
motivation to help her finish the book.
Because you did something.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was with her and she was writing it, and I came in and like I elevated her to where she could get it done.
Surviving Marshall
But
Brandon.
then when I
Yo, chill out.
the title was like Raggedy Motherfuckers or something like that.
Surviving
Damn.
Marshall Brandon.
Right.
She's like, you ever had a nigga take your car, crash both of them, and still say it was your fault? It was your fault for you know I was drunk when I asked you for the key.
Yo,
I
stupid.
ain't never did that. I ain't never crashed.
Stupid.
I ain't gonna say I wasn't drunk before, but I ain't never crashed. Always make it safe.
Nuts.
I'm still mad at y'all for trying to have me outside in the cold streets of New York.
I wasn't. Who?
You was.
She
Why?
said
Yo,
the
you know
cold
what's
streets of New
crazy?
York.
You know what's crazy?
I'm mad she tried to make herself sound like a
Right.
fat ass kitten.
I was freezing.
You know
out
what's
there.
crazy? You should feel. Yo, she said she was gonna come to the show, and she didn't even come to the show. She came up with a crazy. What was the lie?
Because she's fake.
She was like, "Oh well, my car's in the shop, and I thought my friend was gonna trade with me, and they never."
Nah,
traded
it
with
was
me.
a crazy situation. First off, I told you my transmission was acting up, right? So my transmission went. I put in the shop to get a new transmission. Me and my friend was gonna go.
You got transmission money?
We're gonna go to the show. Shut up.
She got transmission money.
Oh, you got cable money, right?
Boom. Okay.
So my friend was like, "Nah, we gonna go to the show. This and that." I was like, "Yeah, I'm excited. Everything, right?" At the last minute, I go help my mom move. I'm wait when I go back to my house. My friends was meet me there. She got somebody else's car. Mind you, Corona's out here. How you trading cars with people that you don't even be around?
That's true.
She's bugging. So I'm like, I'm not about to get in this girl's car. I don't know this girl like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't about to take my lights out. Oh, now they're mad. Now, see,
we got OG Marshall Brandon in the building.
I just feel like that was.
I tried to go to the show.
Tika's lies, and we got
Who's the most
OG
least
in the
popular?
building. This
Who's
is
the most
crazy.
least popular person on The View? Because that's who she was right then.
Listen, you know what? Whatever.
She was just trying to explain herself. I'm like, where's
Was
Whoopi
you in
at?
New York
Out,
for real, or you was just?
today.
Oh, you talking about today outside? Today?
Yeah, I was
out there
outside.
for a
Y'all
while.
was trying to have me in the cold, and then Benny was out here making plays. So it's
Who
been a
Benny?
lot.
Is that the right show?
Benny, that's Benny right there.
Right here, this Benny right here.
Yeah,
what's
he's-
my man name right here?
That's
Eric.
Eve
That's
right there.
Eric, my assistant.
Oh, okay.
That's not your
That's
assistant.
my Eric. Who are you? You're my
Right,
assistant.
that's
Almost
your
said
friend,
assistant.
right,
Yo,
let
where
him
your pride
know.
at, man?
Now, you know what's crazy? Eric's not a ride or die friend. Yeah, I'm gonna say it on the podcast now.
Yo, I don't agree with that.
No, I'm gonna let you know.
I'm gonna tell you why. 'cause
I thought
when
Eric was your
pulled up-
bodyguard. I was like, oh, we got
Nah,
security.
I
here?
thought he was Richie when I pulled up.
Me too. I did too.
But he was out here walking up and down the block before I pulled up before them, and he was out here. I ain't say nothing to him. First, I pulled up on him, and I was like, "Oh, that ain't Richie." So I went in the parking lot. But
You said he's walking back and forth.
no, he was like waiting. He was the first person here. So
I
to
would've
me,
locked
he
my
ride or
doors.
die.
12 o'clock. I was like, niggas don't even
I
get
like
here.
my
So,
doors. This nigga pacing in front of the building. I don't know who this nigga is.
yo,
I'm playing.
Y'all
I'm just gonna let you know that Eric left me hanging when I had to fight a racist.
Oh damn!
Damn. Right?
Why was you fighting a racist?
All right, so this is what happened, right? Eric calls me. He's like, Richie, what you doing tonight? I had a show in Westport. So I went and did the show in Westport. It was dope. It was fire. I was like, all right, cool. We driving back home from Westport. I got free drinks, so I was drunk. So we driving back home from Westport. And I'm like, oh, Chris called me. He was like, yo, I'm at Johnny Benson's show. Shout out Johnny Benson. and his podcast.
Yeah,
But
Johnny Benson.
I'm at Johnny Benson's show. I was like,
Yeah,
all right,
Johnny
so I
Benson.
pull up to Johnny Benson's show. I'm hanging out. He go to the bar and order a taco salad. Like, what grown man orders a taco salad at the bar and you eating it, right? So he eating a taco salad. I sit next to him. I'm talking crazy. I'm just talking my regular shit. Some white dude out of nowhere is like, you two are some fucking weirdos. I was like, and then this is when I had
He was telling the truth.
Yo, this is when I had the Wakanda
Taco
hairdo.
salad,
So
though,
I
that's-
just took it. Remember
weird.
I had the little shit to the
Yeah,
side?
you had
So I was
the-
like, who the fuck?
Your auntie shit.
Yeah. I was like, who the fuck you talking to? I
You
had
did have that Killmonger
I had
shit.
the Killmonger. I was
Yeah.
like, who the fuck you talking to? He was like, I'm talking to you two. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna beat your fucking ass. And then he telling me to calm down. I was like, calm down. He's called us some weirdos. He's like, you two are some fucking weirdos. Then the bartender was like, relax. I'm gonna fucking relax. Bitch, come outside. I went outside and I'm waiting. I was like, this nigga, I'm walking back and forth. I'm gonna fuck him up. And I'm thinking he probably got in a fight with Eric. So I go back in the bar. He's just sitting down, still eating his fucking taco salad. The white dude's on the other side of the bar. I was like, Eric, what the fuck happened? It was like the bartender moved him from here to there. And I was like, no, that's not the fucking, that's what I wanted to happen. I wanted to fight. So I go over there. It was like, Richie, relax. I go over there. I was like, bitch, we fighting. Come outside. I was like, bitch, come outside.
Right. How you do this when you talking to somebody?
And you mad, like.
Yeah.
I was like, bitch, come outside.
He was probably.
I don't
Ain't no
feel like
way.
the dude was racist. He was just
That's your
saying what
fault.
came to his head.
Nah,
If he would have called you some
But he was
weirdo,
drunk, but we're strangers though. You
Monkeys
don't,
or some
you
shit
don't
like
come,
that.
You don't come up to a stranger, talk. I don't know
He
you.
didn't see
That doesn't
color.
make
him
racist,
He just
though.
said that they look
I just
weird
felt
as
like,
fuck.
I just felt like it was racist because he was white.
Hold on,
and
wait.
it was
Real
Yeah,
quick.
you were being racist.
Real quick.
Right,
If-
you were
yo,
being
let
weird.
me tell you what happened.
Hold on, real quick.
I never even
Go
heard of a
ahead, go
taco
ahead.
salad. Now I gotta
So-
Google it.
I'ma
if
tell
if
you
he,
what
I
happened
just got a
after.
question. So if that dude had come off a little more racist, like if like how we're all agreeing, like
Racist at all, right?
how-
Weirdo.
would you have done something differently, or would you still there eat the taco salad?
I didn't even like. He was like being just very belligerent, like he was drunk. He didn't know it.
Yo, this
So
what,
like drunk dude talking shit, I'm a bullshit it.
this what happened before. He wasn't racist, but his friends that he was sitting with talking about y'all before he came over there was probably racist, right? And so he was sitting over there. And he's like, "Look at this fucking guy over there
Eating
eating his taco salad next to Mr. Wakanda Forever." I'm gonna go say something. They're like, "No, Jim." He was like, "No, I'm gonna go say something." They're like, "No, Jim." He said, "Hell no." And then he went over there.
Nah, you don't gotta go over there. Don't say nothing.
Right.
Don't say nothing.
Hey, he was riled up when he got over there. So he got over there and was like, "You two," and nigga popped in his head. But he had enough wherewithal, even in his drunken state, to just be like, "You two are a bunch of weirdos."
But Marsh,
You heard, nigga. But he said weirdo.
I heard, nigga. I was
But
like,
he
hold
had
up.
enough filter with him.
But what was crazy, Marshall, is he came outside. The minute, no matter of fact, he walked outside. He was like, "You want to fucking fight? We'll fucking fight." And he went outside, and I was like, "I'm about to fuck him up, Eric. Let's go." I was like, so I'm like, "Eric, let's go." I go outside. He already in the middle of the field. I run out there and I punch him. Bow, bow, bow.
Oh, y'all did fight.
I beat his. Yo, I was.
They fought?
Eric, what happened?
I thought you said you came back in.
Eric, what happened?
Piece of shit.
Yo, I told him to come back outside.
You
I
didn't
was-
beat his ass doing that move.
Huh?
Do it again.
I was like, bow, bow.
No, you did. Yeah, see.
Yeah.
That was
him
his
outta here.
face. The mic was his face. I was
Yo.
like, bow, bow,
You
bow.
look a little dyslexic
And then,
when you did that.
And then what happened? No.
How you look
You look a
dyslexic?
little, I don't know. I just
Now
didn't
I
look
can't swing how I
coordinated.
want to swing because this is in my way, and y'all,
I
I
get
don't,
you.
I don't want to show y'all the.
You don't wanna hit me
Stupid
on
ass shoulders.
accident.
Don't lie.
Yeah, it's them
It's the
shoulders,
shoulders.
and that trapezius,
Can't get
the
the-
trapezius muscles.
the trapezius. But I hit him, pow, 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 right? Out of nowhere, the chef and
order for
somebody
me-
else that worked in the bar was holding me back. So he getting up. He's getting up. I see Eric in the corner. I'm like, Eric about to finish this nigga off. So let me keep on acting up. Nigga, let me go. Nigga, let me go. I was like, nigga, let me go. Let me go. Let me go. I'm like, Eric about to punch this nigga in his fucking face. Eric come over to me like, he's good. He's relaxed. I was like, Eric. I'm thinking, Eric. I'm like, Eric, you gonna punch this nigga in his face, Eric?
Eric's still chewing.
Eric's still chilling.
His taco- he's-
So he get
chewing.
people off of me, right?
Eric pissed. You ain't
Eric get people off of me.
I'm hot.
Eric get people off of me, and I'm like, all right, I'm about to still whoop this nigga ass because you being a bitch right now. Let's go. So the bartender is a chick. She's trying to protect him. She put her face in front of his face. Like, don't hit him. I was like, bitch, y'all both could get it. Bow, bow.
No, he took.
Eric, tell the
he,
truth.
He hit the girl.
You didn't hit her though, did you?
I hit everybody. I hit everybody.
Richie.
Yo, I was mad.
Richie. Richie.
Yo, could you not bring me on the episode that you punching women on?
Right.
I ain't punch.
Come on.
I ain't punch.
Everybody.
You coulda lied,
Nah, that
like-
bitch caught one. This nigga caught one.
The chef caught one. Everybody caught one.
He's a bartender.
Richie, that's not acceptable. What?
I'm sorry,
I
but
said, sir, calm down. Shut up.
immediately I sobered up and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, you messed up by even just saying that on here. What's
I
wrong
just
with
accidentally hit a white woman.
Yeah.
Oh.
Y'all make sure y'all cut that part out.
Yeah,
you? Yeah,
We're
yeah.
not cutting that part out.
We gotta do an extra 15 minutes.
Right, y'all. We gonna have
Yeah,
to loop
what?
that. You know what? Tell the whole story again and leave the white.
Let it go in a
Right, and
different
take
direction.
that whole section out.
Don't have me
I
up here
can't
while you talking
condone
about
that.
punching
Right.
white women.
What's wrong with you?
I didn't punch her. I just wanted to.
Okay,
can't
I was,
punch
I
her.
didn't punch her. I punched him. I just
You
wanted to make
can't.
it
Yeah,
seem.
you can't
Yeah,
punch
like-
women.
It was a sake of comedy, right? It was.
Huh? She moved her face when she seen me swinging. So
Yeah,
that's
what happened was his attitude was like, bitch, you better move your face. And he punched the white dude. I'm trying to clean it up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't hit her.
We ain't about to be up here on the
Yeah, I
There's no
can't.
chill for real.
Right.
I'm glad we didn't use my name on this.
But the
For
funniest
real.
part was when we got to the car. It was his car. They was taking pictures of his plate, and he pulled off. And he gonna bust a left when he was gonna bust a right, and we ran right past the police department. I was like, we going to jail.
No, we getting canceled.
Right, can you just publicly say you don't condone hitting women?
I didn't hit the woman. I
Just
said
say
it.
it.
Just say it. 'cause
Listen,
that's
20
not-
years,
that's
you gonna
not
need
okay.
this.
All right, I did not
20
publicly
years.
swing on no white woman
No,
at
no,
a
no.
bar.
Just say you
that
don't
you
condone hitting
I don't
women.
condone hitting women at all.
Yeah, I can't be friends with somebody who
Especially
hits women. So if
Especially
me and
not
you got into
minorities.
something, you would hit
Right.
me. If me and you got into something, you would hit me.
I don't hit women.
Okay, all right, I feel better now.
Shoot, man, I strangled them a little bit, but
what
they
I
like it.
No, oh my god.
I'm like, come on, girl, what you want? You want this shit right here?
What is wrong with you?
You
Yeah.
want this shit?
What did y'all give this man?
You want this shit right here?
What did y'all give him before he came here?
All right,
this to
new
himself.
topic, new
No,
topic.
but I still want to know what y'all was doing to be weirdos, or were you, I thought
Nah,
y'all
he
was
was
doing
eating.
something.
He was eating a taco salad, and I had the Killmonger hairdo.
Yo, it was the
Y'all weren't
salad
doing
and the
anything?
hair.
Was y'all a little too
The
close to
salad
each
plus
other?
the hair. It was a salad
That
plus
guy
the hair.
just said what everybody else was thinking.
Okay,
That's all. That's all.
Way too much is going on over there.
right.
Just the hair, the salad.
Richie was like, you got some dressing on your lip.
Hit him with one
Okay,
of
man, you
these.
ain't gonna jump in here over here adding to
right.
the tomfoolery. You know what? New topic: Gucci Man and Young Jeezy. How y'all felt about that?
Jeezy, I appreciate what he came through saying.
You because Jeezy was over here being
Yo, that shit-
sophisticated and Gucci was
Exactly.
being ratchet.
Yeah, that
You
shit went crazy,
But what's
bro.
crazy, Tika, is you got mad ratchet friends. So they was
Yo,
all on Gucci's
why do you keep
side
coming at my
because your
friends?
friends is ratchet, Tika.
My friends are classy.
Now
Bougie.
after the
ratchet.
fourth baby daddy.
Oh. It's all right. He can get shot after
He
this.
brought some enlightenment.
No, first off, none of my
fourth baby. I'ma
friends
get
have
by they
more
baby daddies.
than
That's the only
two
people that-
baby daddies, okay? I had to count my hands, but none of my friends have more than two baby daddies.
Exactly.
Why are you
how
trying to
that-
play my friends?
How y'all feel? I mean, I would like to know you too, but and the fellas, how y'all feel about the whole like baby dad? How many baby daddies is too many?
Two.
No, that is not too many.
Two is too many.
Yeah, it is.
I'm like,
Over 3 should be
It's
too
called
many.
too many. So two is too many.
Shut up.
I think
Like I'm a second baby dad and a first baby dad. So it's weird.
Right.
So like,
And he got two baby mamas.
Right.
but that's what I just said.
Yeah, but I had to clear it up.
So
for the
do you
slow
have
people
too
that's
many?
listening.
Huh?
Do you have too many?
Too many baby mamas?
Yes.
For who?
Ex- so that's what he's saying. Like, how many baby daddies is too much? I say over
is
3.
Too much. No, I think 3 different niggas that might be at one of the kids' parties is too much. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
three's
I think
good. Three's good.
Two.
So if
3
we-
is too
If
many.
Rihanna
Like,
had 3 baby daddies,
like that's different when it's
Okay.
like Rihanna. That's Rihanna.
Oh, why does that make it different?
Because it's Rihanna.
Because if
Ponder
I'm fucking-
replay. Get your shit
Right,
together,
and if I'm
Tika.
fucking with
So
her,
there's
I'm
still
not-
dope women, even if they're not famous.
Okay, but they
No,
didn't write
I'm just-
Disturbia,
but I'm not
so.
dealing with her for love. That's the difference.
Oh, Rihanna?
Yeah, because
Ain't gonna put him on child support. That's what
But wait. That's the thing
Right.
though. You talking about like, so if a chick got more than like 2, 3 baby daddies, but like, are you just chilling with her? Y'all vibing? You fucking like, what's really going on?
I met one of the dopest chicks, right?
Okay.
But she got 3 baby daddies, and I know she had her first kid at 15, but I'm still like, damn, 3 baby daddies? Like,
Yeah.
You
like
almost
want to cancel the first one.
I wouldn't want to be the 4th. That's the thing, because I think about after like having to be like, damn, I got a baby with this chick, but she got 3 other babies with 3 other people. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking, like 2, I think I could be like, all right, you got 2 kids.
That's 3
but
different
2
personalities of niggas. You got the nigga
But
that still want
3
her.
is a lot. But I mean, I don't know. I was just wondering more how y'all feel about it, because I still dealt with shorty, but
All right, but wait, here's the thing. You said 3 baby daddies. How many kids though? Like
3.
Oh, so it's just one kid
3
each.
kids, 3 different dudes.
What's the age range?
Actually, I done
Oh,
been in this situation a couple times, so it don't. So, but we could say like 7, 12, and 15.
But wait, let's say this, right? What if she was with her first baby daddy for 4 years, right? Mm-hmm. The second baby daddy she was with for like 3 years, and the third baby daddy she was with for another like 4 years. Let's say
Let's
she's
be honest
late
about the
20s,
situation.
30s, or whatever.
The first
she was
baby
in
daddy was a
relationships with
nigga
all
that
of
didn't
them.
want her. He just nutted in her. Just be honest about the first baby daddy, because sometimes the first baby daddy ain't shit. I know, because I'm the first baby daddy and I ain't shit. So I'm just letting y'all know right now.
No, like,
I'm glad you said that, Richie. That
my oldest daughter.
I'm not a hoe.
My oldest daughter, I got with her mom when she was already pregnant with her older sister.
And
So
the first baby daddy.
first baby dad wasn't shit at all.
Exactly.
So like it really, but then again, like I said, I am a first baby daddy too, and I'm shit. So like,
But to her, you ain't shit, so it doesn't even matter. Who's
but
telling
to
the
anybody,
narrative?
any baby mama think that if they're not together, their baby daddy ain't shit. For the most part, that's what they say. Whether his story
ain't-
matters or not, especially if we're in our state, it don't matter.
I feel like
Say something.
if they were together for years, that's all that matters.
Oh, okay.
Like she wasn't just out here getting around, but I guess men have different
What if they
perspectives.
was together for years and he was just cheating? That's the same as hers getting around, because he was getting around. So I'm just saying,
It's not the same.
it's
Shut
the
up.
same.
Shut up.
It's the same. To me, it's the same. But
Anyway.
I don't even care about this. Let's talk about Gucci and Jeezy, man,
Go ahead, get into that. I got a question.
because that was lit. I was having that was crazy. Gucci
wake
off
up.
rip. His first song was a diss song. How you feel about that, Marge? How you
I
feel?
thought he came out. I thought his first song was dope, right? This is how I look at the whole Gucci and Jeezy thing. I thought Jeezy was real classy with how he handled the situation.
Mm-hmm.
But then I had to think, and it just came to me, because at first I was like, oh, Jeezy handled that shit classy, played his hits. But it's like he just released a record. He dissing Freddie Gibbs and 50 Cent on his record. So it's kind of like, and I know that him and Jeezy shit was more street and with some real, like, people died behind it. But it's kind of like handling it classy.
One person died behind it.
Right. Handling.
Jeezy put a hit out on Gucci, and Gucci caught a body, but everybody was like, "Yo, that's a self-defense body," and I was like,
Body's a body.
A body's a body at the end of the day."
But I kind of saw a little bit of, like, you talking about, oh, I'm trying to show people a better way, but then you dissing 50.
But what's crazy about that
Freddie
is
Gibbs on the
after
joint.
that, 10 minutes after that, Marshall, he hopped on a Breakfast Club acting like Gucci wasn't talking crazy shit the whole time. Gucci was like, yo, look what he wearing, look what I'm wearing. I got $5 million in jewelry. Look what this nigga wearing. Then this nigga Jeezy was like, I got real estate. What you got? He's like, I don't even give a fuck about none of that.
But what does that really do, though?
I know. Then Jeezy was like, you've been talking about the same shit for 20 years. And Gucci was like, 15 years. That was dope.
That's stupid.
But I have a question for you. When you said that he was like he was dissing 50 Cent and who else?
Freddie Gibbs.
Like, was he like being disrespectful, or he was just calling them out on something they did?
Well, I mean, he was, but to me, when you diss somebody on a record, like, especially in today's
You're starting
day
beef,
and age,
yeah.
you don't know how it could play out. 50 ain't about to murder nobody because he got too much to lose or whatever. And Freddie Gibbs, not that he ain't about that life or nothing like that, but it's, it's like Freddie Gibbs, him and Jeezy was down, they not down no more. You ain't heard nothing from it. 50 responded, said anything to sell a record. And then, but my whole thing was just that I thought Gucci handled the battle. I mean, I thought Jeezy handled the battle real classy.
Cause Gucci was talking
But
shit.
but then when I had to look back on it, I'm like, well, damn, he is still dissing. He
still
putting out
came
diss
up-
records.
Yeah, that's
And
that-
you don't know how that
you
could
just
go.
took back
Insecure
everything
about
you
it.
just stood for.
So he could be worried or insecure about it because he knows that. Because a lot of people are saying that Jeezy got that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't watch it, but I've seen a lot of people.
Jeezy won, but Gucci won as like. But what's crazy is people was making points. It was like, Gucci, you had 15 years to try to get this nigga back. You didn't even do nothing. 15 years, like, and they've been in the same club at the same time a bunch of times.
Who? Wait, say it again.
So Jeezy put out a hit on Gucci Man, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Gucci kills the person that tries to kill him, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was 15 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Gucci been talking about how I'm gonna get my revenge, and he ain't do nothing. So they were like, dog, it's 15 years later. You still mad? You still upset?
Yeah.
15 years go by, you still mad? You ain't do nothing about it. So what you mad for?
Right.
And then they sung so icy together.
Yeah, he ain't had no strategy really going into a verse. Like going into a versus, I think it's like your song selection important and what you say before your songs. And so for Jeezy to not play no diss records, because he got diss records for Gucci. Gucci played about 3 songs that said Jeezy's name in them. So I thought he handled the verses cool, because I think it could have probably turned into something else if they would have came with the wrong energy. For both of them would have came with it. But
I don't think Gucci want to go back to jail.
At least.
I don't think Gucci want to go back to jail.
yeah, I thought it was good though, and I thought it was probably more for down south people who really, because I ain't gonna lie, there was a couple songs Gucci played that I'm like,
I ain't never heard that.
right. And that's but I know they was bangers in the club.
Right, strip
down
club
south.
hits.
Down south.
Yeah, I know they
Down
was.
south.
So I think that was more. I think more for what the down south crowd gotta say. I think that's more important for who they felt like won.
Word. So I remember, just to get off topic. I've been doing stand up for like 2.5 years now, and Richie talked about the first time he met you. Y'all did some shit like a couple years ago, whatever. The first time I met you, we were, I think it was Iona's. I did like an open mic or something like that.
That was that little small spot.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And I did a Tracy. I don't really do the Tracy Morgan joke like that anymore, but that was one thing that really stuck out to you. You're like, yo, you got to keep up with that. You know, that was good. Not a lot of people do that stuff, but y'all go back. You know
Hold
what
on,
I'm saying?
Marshall listen to your joke. Marshall don't be listening to nobody.
That's what I can say.
Hold on,
honestly.
wait. Marshall listen to you listen to this
No, I
shit.
watched him.
I'm
The
saying,
first time
I
I
think-
saw him, I remember watching.
Yo.
I think because he knows I was like in the circle, you know, I'm like, you, Phil, already, y'all
already
know I'm
told
cool.
me about him.
Yeah.
This nigga,
So, like-
Marshall don't watch nobody. He's like, how he do?
I think, like, real shit. I think Marshall, you come up at least like twice. This is like twice when he'd come up to me and talk about, like, that was a good set, whatever. I talked to him, like, no, that was cool. But so how long you been doing it? 20 years, 23 years? What's really kept you going? Because I know, like, some people, like, comedy is not something like a lot of people, they don't understand what it really takes. You know what I'm saying? There's certain sacrifices that you got to take. There's certain, like, you can't really have, like, you know, like family, for instance. Like, that's a big thing because you got to be out on the road. You got to be out late at night. You got to be, so, like, what's really been like, yo, because like you spent 3 months with Dave Chappelle. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy.
But what's
like,
crazy, Paris, because Marshall how was doing comedy with your daughter when you had your daughter? Because your daughter, well, she's like 21 now.
She's 23.
She's 23
That's
now.
how I mark my comedy, because I know I started when she was born. So.
So how was being on the road and being a father? How was that for
Yo,
you?
well,
wait, nigga, let me ask.
yeah.
Damn,
Let me answer.
This motherfucker.
He just stepped.
Ain't shit.
You always do that shit. Yeah. Fuck what he was
I
talking
always
about.
do that. I always do that. I always do that. But my mind,
God damn.
you know, my brain be stuck on something that I want the answer.
This
yeah.
motherfucker.
Go ahead, Paris. I'm sorry. I apologize.
I hate it.
I had no chill for that.
And that shit sounds stupid. I hate you.
You sound stupid.
So yeah, like what's really kept you, man? Like,
Really, because it's a lot more to. For me, it's always something. I always want to get better, but also it just keeps getting better. You know what I mean? And like, there was probably 1 year out of my 23 that I didn't. Every year I make more money, and there was 1 year that I didn't, and then I got back on track. That like I spent the next year getting. That was 2011. Spent the 2012 getting back on track, and then I was right back good. So it gets better for me every single year. Just like, not like I did something this year. I did 2 things this year that I never did in my career.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I did 50 Cent birthday party, and I went
seen that. Yeah,
his private birthday party. This wasn't no club event. This was him and his team. I did that, and then being able to go out there, and I've been around Dave Chappelle before. I never went to the camp.
Right.
I've never been around the camp like for 80 days. But it just keeps getting better. That's what keeps me going. You know what I mean? Because I see some shit, and if I don't know, it gets easier for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you just said that. So it was a comedy camp because I didn't know what was going on. I was just like, all right, I'll just figure it out afterwards. But.
It wasn't a comedy camp. It was a camp. This is what it was. It was a pandemic going on in the world, right? It was people with COVID. You can't go around nobody. You can't without taking a risk. It was Dave Chappelle creating a community for his peoples that he fuck with.
Mm-hmm.
That and the shows and all of that was going on, and the shows is dope for the public. But that community that was created, only the people that was part of that know about what it is. But it was while everybody else is like, oh, I gotta weed, hugging, smoking, chilling, drinking, kicking it.
So he created like a safe environment for you guys to do your stuff and then still have safe shows.
Well, it wasn't about the shows; it was about the community.
Yeah, that's dope. Just creating a safe community where you guys can do your thing.
Yeah, it wasn't a million comedians there. Mm-hmm. It was people, good people from all different walks of life, all different industries.
And just a handful happened to be comedians.
Right.
I get it.
But they wasn't. It was the comedians that was on the show and a whole community of people who didn't do comedy. So it wasn't like 50 comedians up there like that.
Right.
Like, and it was a nice crowd of people that all did different stuff. And some of them, a small handful was comedians.
That's dope because I didn't know when you were talking about it earlier. I'm like, I'm so out the loop.
Chappelle kind of talked about it on if you watch on Netflix, he did I'm trying to think of who it was. Letterman, David Letterman. They have he had an episode where he talked about it and explained.
I was out there watching that when they made that.
Yeah,
see, I was there. I was there sitting in the cornfield watching him and David Letterman do the show, and then they did that. Later on, they did and then the next day they did a show, and at the end of the show, Letterman came out, and then Dave came out, and they did that, which y'all saw on TV. Mm-hmm. They did that interview as a whole show, but there's a show where Dave and Dave are on stage after the comedy show, kicking it and just saying some of the most beautiful things about life. You know what I mean? It's like, man, like it was, man, that shit was so mind blowing. Like, there was times where I'm like usually in comedy, this is what I do. I could tell you, like, one of my first times in Amsterdam, I had met this chick, went to her crib the next day, and we got it in, whatever. In the morning, I'm standing on her porch, and I'm looking over, and I'm in Holland, looking over the neighborhood, and I just stop and I take a deep breath and I take in my scene because I'm like, damn, this is a highlight. When the first time I got booked on a cruise, I walk out my room, on the balcony of my room, I see my fish jumping by his big ass cruise ship. I'm in the middle of the ocean. I take a deep breath, take in my highlights. Like that was every day me doing that. You know what I mean?
I feel so at peace right now.
Right, you brought me here. I felt
the feng shui,
I was just there with
vibes,
you.
and everything. I just tell your ass something. I feel real smooth right now. The feng shui, the way he was describing the vibe. I don't know why. I don't know why. I saw a waterfall in the back of my mind. He was talking. I said, it's just beautiful. Yeah.
Frequency. It's
That shit
frequency.
is dope,
Dope, man.
Yeah, that is.
But that's what it was more about. Not so much of like this big comedy. It wasn't like no comedy festival where everybody was comedians. It was a thing where if you was like, I could honestly say it was maybe like three comedians there, like around that I could say was not even there was two other comedians that come to mind that I could be like, that was really there, that wasn't performing on the show. And it was only 4 comedians performing on the show, and then whoever he brought in, the big names he brought in. But as far as people in the camp, it was only like 2-3 of us, maybe 4 comedians floating around, but so it wasn't like all comedians. It was all good people, all good positive people with like that do what they do.
Just enjoy life.
Engineers,
like,
I met doctors, I had a drunken conversation with Andrew Wang, dude that was running for president, Asian dude, like sitting around, like it was just all different people. But man, that shit was dope. I wouldn't change it for nothing, man.
Yo, did they really have a meeting? Huh?
My bad. I was like, what are you talking about? Because you say you did comedy with your daughter, or like?
Nah, he ain't do comedy.
No, he was saying
Mark
having my daughter and doing comedy.
I'm like, he on the Gerald Kelly shit.
That was no. My daughter did do. My daughter did perform on stage, right?
Oh,
she
that's
performed
lit.
twice. When she was 11, my daughter could have been she could have did comedy very easily. But I know with this business and with. I wasn't trying to give my daughter to the business at that age. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of dangerous to me to give a child to the business.
But
So I ain't.
Especially a young woman.
Yeah, I felt
of
bad.
color. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Let her live a life and let her go to college and all of that. But
Absolutely.
I ain't. You know, they was trying to take her away, but I ain't let them. So,
Yeah, my daughter got knocked it off.
DCF?
My daughter did.
no, damn for sure wasn't DCF. Damn sure wasn't DCF. They will try though.
They will try.
They will try.
They're damn
Oh,
this. They doing that to Kevin Hart. They
Yo,
do it
that's
because
why
Kevin Hart
said that.
Yeah, because Kevin Hart put up a
They trying to take his
picture.
kids.
Nah,
No, they want DCF involved because he put up a picture of, because he just dropped his Netflix special Zero Fucks Given, and there was like, oh, 'cause his whole family had pajama sets, and everybody had the title Zero Fucks Given on their shirt, and the new baby, the born had the same shit, and they're like, oh, how can you have profanity on your child's blah blah blah? Oh, you need blah blah.
baby can't even
That's
read
cancel
that.
That's another
culture
thing.
shit.
He's like, yeah, you didn't watch the special to realize that Zero Fucks Given. He literally told me, I know y'all gonna talk about this. I know y'all gonna have something to talk about. Fuck y'all. Like that shit is so raw.
Yeah.
That shit was cool.
Well, you can't never do nothing. Like, especially as a comedian, there's always somebody gonna be offended because of how these, you know what I mean? Because it's groups out there waiting to be offended.
Yeah.
So you gotta just talk your shit.
No, I did. So
It's like,
so my TikTok is like a majority of it is nothing but like Vampire Diaries impressions, right?
And 12-year-olds.
For one day, they're 14.
Wow, 2 years. Ooh.
Nah, but so a majority of like of those impressions, and one day because it was a very popular scene, and I did the voiceover. Now I didn't use my impression; I just used the sound from TikTok and I acted it out. Somebody commented on it, said, "Yo, you don't sound like him at all." I was like, "You don't think I sound like him?" No. I said, "My impression is not good." They were like, "No, it's just usually it's good, but it's not." I was like, "Well, you sound dumb as fuck because that's not even me. That's the actor. So you're telling me right now that the actor doesn't sound like the actor." I'm like, you just want something to hate on. I'm like,
people
there's
just want
something
to
out there.
talk
There's
about.
always going to be something. This person didn't follow me. They didn't like none of my videos. It was just that one comment. They're
I
like,
feel like
you
it's
didn't do
in
it
any
right.
field you're in.
Even
Any
though-
field you're in, people are gonna have something to say. Like I do stuff for the community, and it's like, oh, she's only doing it for this and that. It's like everybody just has something to say anyway. You
Something.
can't do anything.
they're like,
You can't
she
in this
doing that
world.
coat drive for clout.
Right? Like
They just want the clout.
right?
You
It's
can't even
like,
kiss up on a girl, and then she'd be like, "Oh, you must really like me." Like, no, that's not.
what?
No, oh my bad.
That wasn't it. That wasn't
hold
the same
up.
Oh
thing.
my god! Right? Like what?
Wait, let's hear about that.
Let's talk about
like
that.
some inside
Oh,
joke.
we got 60 seconds.
Yeah, that
yo.
sounds like an
bullshit.
inside joke right there.
Right? You know what?
Oh man,
with
I'm dumb hype. I have Marshall on here, man.
Nah, this was lit, man.
Thank
This
you for
was
coming,
dope.
Marshall.
It's
man.
my pleasure, man.
Right, I feel like I was on a
man.
roller coaster ride.
Nah.
I got all deep and emotional. And
Yeah, man,
laughed.
this is-
Oh yeah,
Felt like I was watching Best Man Holiday or
Yeah,
something.
This is
You
really
know,
not.
right?
Marshall really one of my big brothers in comedy, man. When I
He don't
first
even like
started,
you.
huh? What you say, Tika?
I said he don't even like you. I'm playing, guys.
He's always hating on me, yo.
There's
But
always
nah,
something. There's always
he
somebody.
really helped me because y'all don't understand. You gotta see Marshall perform because when he performs, this is like
Beast.
He's dope.
art.
He's a
it's
beast.
crazy
Beast.
art. And he just
Thank
does
you,
so
man.
much shit, and I'd be like, damn, I ain't think of that. Like,
Thanks,
I'd be
man.
mad as fuck. Everything that Marshall said, I was like, damn, I could have thought it. Nah, I couldn't have thought of that.
Yo.
This nigga just went from the left to the right, from the right to the left. He got jokes. I be waiting for certain jokes for him to tell, and he won't tell them jokes, and I'm still entertained.
And it don't matter what age you are. You had my whole family laughing, like my
Yeah,
grandma to my little cousins. Like,
Beast mode, bro. Like, and for some reason, I've never gave any thought to Amish people. But that joke that you told me, I was like, yo, they really, y'all some lying mother.
Yeah, man. It's just walking down the hill on jokes. Cause see, it's only like
likes
about
lying.
7 things to talk about in the game, really. And
Yeah.
And so, but it ain't. It's a million ways to talk about them things.
Yeah.
And so when you take a subject, it look one way. Like if we take that
You
button.
got 10 seconds, Marshall.
Oh shit, we take that
yeah.
button and look at it like that. But if you lay your face on the side of this table and look at the button, it's different. And that's what you gotta do. You gotta walk down the hill on things sometimes and look at them. You look at them straight like that. Sometimes you gotta walk down and look up at them.
Different angles.
Walk over on the other side, look at them like that, and then you start coming up with different ways to approach it.
We gotta have Marshall back so he could explain.
No, that's an extended episode.
Yeah,
Fuck that.
we
need
gonna
20
Marshall
more
gonna
minutes.
bring you back a
Goddamn.
couple episodes from now.
Nah,
we gonna
man, that
have
was
that
dope.
talk, man. I'm glad to have Marshall. on
OG,
here.
man, we
I definitely
appreciate
glad
you.
to have you
This
on
been the
here.
No Chill
Thank
Button
y'all.
podcast.
Are we
with-
done?
I want to
Nigga
say something
Jones.
before I go,
Go ahead,
because
Go ahead.
I have some of the most classy professional friends that you will ever.
All right,
meet.
all right, no
Thank you
chill
for
button.
being my friends.
Thank you, Marshall Brandon. We out.
Yo, can I at least tell them where to find me at or something?
ahead, go ahead.
Goddamn.
Go ahead, Marshall.
Richie.
Yeah,
That's
edit
so
this back in the
disrespectful.
thing. Marshall Brandon, ladies and gentlemen. MarshallBrandon.com for everything. I'm going to keep it short. You go on there, you find me everywhere. I got my merchandise, Marshall Brandon shit. But MarshallBrandon.com, my Instagram, Twitter, all of that is on there, man. Marshall Brandon story on Instagram. Thank
post
y'all
all
for
that shit in
having
the
me,
bio.
brothers. Y'all know I rock with y'all,
Absolutely.
man. I rock with y'all.
Word, man, you my
I believe
brother.
in y'all,
Yo.
brothers, man.
Mad love, yo.
I believe in y'all, man.
This been the No Chill Button podcast, man. We out.